Rock, and we're here with another Transformers unboxing video and review. And man, this time I'm super hyped because if you know anything about me and this channel, you know that I love me some Soundwave. So the fact that I was able to finally get my hands on this 40th anniversary Laserbeak, Ravage, and Soundwave, I am super stoked. Welcome to this channel, and as I said, if you know me, thanks for coming back because I love this and I'm super happy to show this off. And if you're brand new, you're gonna learn that I love Soundwave. I collect pretty much all the ones that I can except for the super crazy expensive ones. So I was really happy to get my hands on this today. So this is the one that came out from Hasbro, though I think I actually got this one on Walmart pre-order because when I tried to go through Hasbro, it was already sold out. But of course it's back in stock, so they know what they're doing with those pre-orders. But either way, I was gonna buy it no matter what. So this is the 40th anniversary reissue. And what's cool about this is this version comes with both Laserbeak and Ravage, where the original just came with Buzzsaw. So this is pretty cool, and I just love the vintage box. I'm not a box collector or anything, but the fact that it comes in like the old school style. And of course they've made changes, and I'm going to show you. I actually do have an original one, but it's like all beat up, so I bought like a reissue knockoff one, which is pretty cool, and that's the one that I kind of have as a main display. So I'll show you the differences between the two. But as you can see, it's really cool. It has instructions on how to transform it, and even I, who am terrible at transforming now, can do it. On the back it has the power information, and it has that artwork that you would see on those old G1 boxes. But as cool as that is, you know what we here for. We're here to get up in this thing. Let's open this thing up and look at it. It's kind of interesting because I did see a review that said that it doesn't have any rub symbol, and it's true. I just looked through here and there's no rub symbol, which is interesting since it does have the thing in the back. So you can see everything that it comes with. It comes with the 2 cassette tapes. It comes with the missiles that go inside the launcher / batteries. And it also comes with the weapons that attach to both Laserbeak and Ravage. So let's get these out the little prison here. Take a look. Oh, there's one more I missed. Alright, and then there's a lot of these actually. So we have the 2 batteries that are weapons. And oh wow, they even have little ties around the actual little weapons for the cassettes. Which, you know, hey, if they're doing it to protect it and so that people don't have something that came broken, I can't really fault them for that. You know, it does make it a little bit harder to get. Oh, I thought I clipped this. I guess not. I guess it makes it a little harder to get it out, but I'll gladly deal with that over having broken parts. I guess it does also make it harder to steal it. Which I would say, who's doing that? But I've seen all the videos you guys have of people messing with things, especially when you can't easily see what's inside. So we have the 2 cassettes as well, and then we have a plastic container that holds all the missiles. All right, so that's a lot of little plastic pieces that we have here. Let's get that over to the side. So just right away, just picking it up, it has good weight, and like, to me, I always like seeing that, especially when they're doing a new edition, because, you know, a lot of times they want to come out with something, but they're also thinking, hey, maybe we can save money by doing this and that. Like, you know how Hasbro be. But right away I can say that it feels good. It has good weight to it. It doesn't feel cheap. So right away I'll already start to do some of the comparisons. To be honest with you, this is a little bit heavier than this. Now, as I said, this is the KO version, but as I said, there's different KOs. You know, there's the KOs that really feel cheap and like broken and stuff, and then there's the KOs that they do a really good job. And especially on like the older versions, it's not like the plastic or even the die cast that they used is so hard and expensive that a knockoff has to go around that or do something strange to it to make a buck. So you usually end up with a good system. Sometimes maybe the quality can be lower, like when you transform something, but for the most part, I've bought a lot of KOs of G1s and I haven't had issues. So as I said, this actually feels a little bit heavier, so that's kind of cool. So you'll notice one of the main differences right now is the color scheme. Back in the day, especially 80s, that chrome gold was just more popular. I still think it looks cool today, but I know that for today they go with the more cleaner, that grayish look to it. So the same thing as far as the buttons, they don't push or anything like that. You'll also notice that no stickers. I guess that's maybe one of the biggest changes because none come with on it and there are none in the box to add afterwards. Of course, you can always add stickers after the fact, but as you can see with this, you know, it kind of looks a lot more like the cassette, having like the record battery light, you have the stereo micro recorder and stuff like that. Like even the record and stop here, you don't have anything. You do have play on it, but so did the older one. Also no rub symbol. Instead, you just have a painted on Decepticon figure. Sticker, not sticker, but Decepticon symbol. So as far as the mechanics and everything, you pretty much have the same. You have the working switch back here, but again, it's plastic versus the chrome look from back here. And then same thing like here. Now I think here, no, I think it's just still the plastic, but you see, so it's gray versus that die cast chrome to it. Same thing with the eject button. So here you have the eject button and you can see inside where it has, you know, the design of the mechanisms inside, so it looks like inside it's still a cassette player. And I do like the left and right on it. On the old version though, you have it, like I said, in gold accents. And I know for me, this one, see, this is where the knockoff came in, because the actual eject button had an issue here. So that's an example, but as you can see, inside still has that same design, so that's cool. And then on the side here, you have the volume control, which still goes up, but then you have, of course, it's in gray, where here you have it still goes up and down, but it's in that chrome. And then the back, you can see pretty much the same. It still has that belt clip. It's kind of funny because a lot of people didn't realize that that's what that was a belt clip, and that it's also the battery back. So you're able to take the back out and then put, and if you look at the weapons, they're supposed to simulate AA batteries. So you're able to put those, store them in the back here, and then close it up like that. And that's the same thing with the old one, is that you can slide this down, and then you have the buckle, and then you can put the batteries in the back. So that's the same. Now what's interesting here is with the new one, you do have little red accents here, where here you would have to add stickers. It's also interesting on this knockoff one, you do have the Takara writing and all that on it, where on this one you don't. You do still have that little symbol in the bottom corner of that, but the rest of that is different. So as I said, as far as a reissue, I don't have a problem. I mean, if I really want stickers or something, I can always go and get stickers and add to it. The top, you know, pretty much the same as far as what you can add to it. You still got the screw right on the head and things like that. So as far as the cassettes, yes, you can, oops, this came out a little bit. Put the cassette in. Am I doing it? Oh, I don't have it upside down. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So yeah, so you can put that in. So that's cool. So I always like, I mean, that's one good thing about this is like I wasn't worried about not being able to do the eject button on it. But I do like the fact that it fits in, and both of them fit in without any problem. So yeah, after that, it's basically transforming, and the transformation is pretty much the same, which is cool. So it's like, first we'll start with the original. So basically, you just pull it down, you have the legs, you turn it out like that, and then the feet, those are die cast. Then you pull the arms out, and here you have a little thing where you pull that down. I know that sometimes these get stuck for me. This one came out, this one is like harder. That's fine, whatever. And then you pull the head, and then you turn that around, and then there you go. And then of course you can put one of the weapons on the shoulder and the other one in his hand. So that's the G1 knockoff, whatever you want to call it. So for this one, same thing. You pull out the legs to the side, then down, you turn around, and so you can see here that they still have that metal as far as the joints there where you bend it down, so that's cool. But here, what do we have? It's harder plastic, so it's not that die cast, which is, again, I don't need it to be die cast. It's not like, to me, I felt, oh, it defines the character. I mean, I understand that, you know, having G1 and you really want it to look like the old one, but I don't have a problem with that. Then you pull the arms around, and then you can see here again, they have a little metal as far as the joints. Looks like as far as that works a lot easier as far as pulling it down. And then we have the head. So putting them side by side, there you go. Looking good right there. And then, so as I said, so in this case, we still have the items in the back here. So we can take those out. And it's cool because in this case, you can do either or. So you can put one up here, and then his elbow bends, and you get one, oops, have it the wrong way. Have one here. So articulation on G1s, you're not going to get a lot. So just, you know, it's basically you can bend at the knee a little bit. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's the kick forward. That's right. I keep forgetting with this one. You can kick forward, you can't go back. And you can bend at the elbow, you can move the head, you can move up and down on the shoulder, but that's about it. So, and then with these, once you take these out, you can connect these, but you know that they changed, you know, the rules as far as missile firing. Oh, actually, I think it's this one. So there's no fire mechanism for this anymore. I know I have the original weapon somewhere around here, but I don't have it available to show. But basically, they took away that firing action, unfortunately. So you don't, you know. Oh wait, actually, maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? I thought it moved a little bit. Because you can push the button, but I'm not getting any spring action. I mean, it could be that's what they did. Is like they put, because on the reviews, I didn't see it fire. But you definitely, you feel like there's a spring in here, like there's some pressure resistance when you push down on it, but nope, it doesn't fire out. So that's it as far as the two robots. Look, overall, I'm fine with it. I got no problem with the way this was designed and put together. I think that it looks cool. It feels great. It has that retro feel. The modern upgrades don't bother me. I mean, this yellow gold is nice. You know, I think it fits. I like the little red being added to it. The face is also a little bit different on it. The red versus the yellow / gold. Not having the spring-loaded fire is not a problem for me. I still enjoy it. So for me, I'm happy with what they did and what they put together with this. Now, you know I'm a lover of cassettes. I have a huge collection of cassettes. So we ain't done yet. So stick around a little bit longer. We're going to take a look at Ravage and at Laserbeak. Alright, so here what you see is the different Laserbeak and Ravage that I have. So these are the ones that came with the 40th anniversary. And then I had the Masterpiece knockoff. Actually, I believe these are the Masterpiece knockoffs, and this is the ones that came. These are other knockoffs that came from the 2-pack lines that I got, I think, off of AliExpress. So all these are knockoffs, but they're supposed to be a replica of a Masterpiece and like the old school original. So one of the things that you can see is that, so with the old school, they are playing up that cassette because these micro cassettes were actually used back in the day. So you see the 60, you see the lines and stuff like that. Though, you know, I know on the back this is different, but you see like how they do the design of these. And with the Masterpiece, they still kept it. They didn't have the little 60 or anything like that, but they did have like the little line indicators and stuff like that to look more like cassettes. So with the new one, it still looks like a cassette, but they just took away any of the extra markings. So to me, that's kind of interesting. I mean, I kind of wish they just went with it. I mean, it's 40th anniversary, so to me it would make sense to just, why not just add a little line. Also, it's like you can kind of see like the sticker on here, which is a little disappointing the way that looks. I mean, I don't even know if you need like double Decepticon signs. That's also like one of those aesthetic choices that's just like weird. I mean, again, I'm nitpicking, but you know, hey, same thing here. It's like I don't really know why you would need to have both. Now, I do like how they did that shiny chrome look to it, so that's cool. And you know, it feels good. So let's take a look at it as far as transformation. And again, these are ones that's not too difficult, but I ain't gonna talk smack because I can even mess these up. Especially, I know the head pulls out first and then pops. And then you pull these down, and then these come out. So I mean, that's basically it. I mean, I can adjust the wings better, but that's basically it. So I mean, I think that looks good. I like that yellow eye. I love the design on the head and everything. That looks cool. The silver, like I said, that silver chrome is a nice touch. This is still that die-cast feel, so that's a cool, nice touch. That feels good. And I guess that's what helps, gives it the weight. The feet and everything looks cool, so I really think that it looks good in its bird mode. And as I said, so these, you know, it's a little bit more to the transformation, but not a huge difference. But as I said, it matches pretty well, so I got no problem with that. And then of course you have the little weapons that fit on here, and then there you go. And I think that looks cool. The silver on that looks nice. It fits in there well. So overall, I really think this is a nice reproduction. I love to keep them in cassette mode, so for me, that's where they're mainly going to stay. But I just wanted to say that it does look good. So same thing here. So this is what the original looks like. So this is interesting. In this case here, they didn't go for a lot of extra Decepticon symbols. They only have the one. So as I said, comparing. So in this case, you know, and maybe this is partly with me how I transformed it. Maybe I didn't do it that great, but you can see it's different, but it fits together. I don't know, for me, I like the fact that they went and made it look more like the micro cassette. And as I said, since this is supposed to be kind of like a celebration of 40 years ago, why not copy it all the way? I just think that I just don't see where a collector would be like, oh, even if they didn't make it stickers, because this isn't stickers, it came like this. So even if it was built in, I don't see a collector being upset that they added it on. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a good question to ask. For both the cassette and for Soundwave, are you either A, happy with it being much more plain? Would you B, like to have them include stickers so you can put on what you want at any time? Or C, would you like to have them put on those decals themselves, even if it's not a sticker, if it's etched in or however they do it is painted on, to add those more accents to make it look more like the cassette and the micro cassette player? Me, I probably would go with 3, just because I usually suck now at doing doing the stickers. But as far as transformation, again, not that difficult, even for me. So you got the tail, and then basically the feet roll out from here. I move these out the way because sometimes the camera has problems. And of course, unfortunately with this, you always have problems with standing him just because of the way his feet are. So sometimes you gotta play around with the feet to get him to stand correctly. But I mean, basically, that's it. So, and I have no problem with it. I like the red eyes. I like the design of it. I don't think the head moves here. No, it doesn't. So there's no additional movement with the head. It's basically just like that. Same thing with the tail. The paws, I know you can move. So that can help with the positioning to get it to stay. And then you have the little accessories that go on the side here, which again seem more like rocket boosters than anything, because I don't think it was supposed to be like missile. I guess it could be. It fires off from here. But there we go. So we have both Laserbeak and Ravage in their alternate modes. So overall, like I said, I'm really happy. I probably would have been happy almost anything, just because I got, 2 cassettes in this case and a really cool looking Soundwave. It feels good. It looks good. Sure, I have my little nitpicks, but overall, I am happy with that. So let me know what you thought of not only this line, but of the video. And if you liked it, please consider giving us a like and a sub. But until next time, thanks for geeking out with me as we went through this. And until next time, remember my motto: no discount, no deal. And this one actually played full price. The cost of love.